Have you heard that Neil Armstrong almost didn't make it back from the moon because of a broken switch and a felt-tip pen? Stay tuned. What if I told you that humanity's greatest achievement almost became our greatest disaster because of a tiny broken switch? The date, July 21st, 1969, after Neil Armstrong took his famous first steps on the moon, he and Buzz Aldrin discovered that their lunar module's engine switch was broken. They were literally stranded on the moon with no way to fire up their rockets to get home. Mission Control was in panic mode. Buzz Aldrin saved the entire mission with a felt-tip pen. What? He jammed the pen into the broken switch mechanism, and it worked perfectly. That 39-cent pen prevented the two astronauts from being stuck on the moon forever. So the most expensive space mission in history was saved by office supplies. Talk about thinking outside the rocket ship. Imagine a day where eating terrible food for you was actually encouraged by the government. July 21st is National Junk Food Day, and here's the crazy part. It was actually created by food companies in the 1980s to boost sales during the summer slump. But it backfired spectacularly. Instead of increasing junk food sales, the day made people more aware of how much processed food they were eating. Health advocates hijacked the day to promote awareness about nutrition, turning it into the opposite of what the companies wanted. So, National Junk Food Day actually made people eat less junk food. That's what you call a delicious irony. What if the world's most famous missing person actually survived her crash and lived under a different identity? July 4th, 1897, Amelia Earhart was born. Her mysterious disappearance in 1937 remains unsolved, but recent evidence suggests that she didn't die in the Pacific Ocean as everyone assumed. In 2012, a photo was discovered in the National Archives showing a woman and a man on a Japanese dock that forensic experts believe could be Earhart and her navigator. The photo was taken after their supposed death date, suggesting that they were captured and held prisoner. So aviation's greatest mystery might not be about a crash, but about a rescue that never happened. Did you know that hammocks were originally military equipment that accidentally created the perfect nap? July 22nd is National Hammock Day. Hammocks were invented by the Mayans over 1,000 years ago, but they became famous when Christopher Columbus brought them back to Europe as ship equipment. Sailors slept in hammocks because they prevented you from falling out of bed during storms. But here's the kicker. Hammocks naturally rock with the ship's motion, which triggers the same brain response as being rocked as a baby, making you fall asleep faster. So Columbus accidentally imported the ultimate sleep hack while trying to solve a practical problem. No wonder everyone wants a hammock in their backyard. Okay, picture this. A teacher gets arrested for teaching science, and it launches the trial of the century. The date, July 21st, 1925, the Scopes monkey trial ended in Tennessee. John Scopes was prosecuted for teaching evolution in school, which was illegal at the time. But here's the twist. Scopes never actually taught evolution. The whole trial was a publicity stunt. Local businessmen convinced Scopes to get arrested to bring attention and money to their small town. He agreed to be the fall guy, even though he was just a substitute gym teacher who barely knew the biology curriculum. So the most famous science versus religion trial in American history was actually just a marketing scheme that got way out of hand. And that's all for this week's edition of Have You Heard? Please leave a comment if you learned something absolutely bananas today. I'm Troy W. Hudson, the voiceover with personality. Until next time, stay curious.